Last year I did something I had never done before. I booked a ticket, packed a bag, and flew to the UK, completely alone. To be honest, I was terrified. In your mid-30s, society tells you that if you are traveling alone, something must be missing. I was worried I'd get bored. I was terrified I'd feel incredibly lonely sitting in cafes by myself and not being able to share my impressions with anyone. But instead, those 8 days changed everything. They gave me the clarity to stand here today and talk to you. If you are feeling stuck, overwhelmed by choices, or afraid of your own company, this video is for you. I spent 5 days in London, and I quickly realized something liberating. London is so alive, it's physically impossible to feel lonely. I developed a ritual. I would put my headphones on, play some beautifully melancholic music, and just walk. No map, no tight schedule. I visited museum, took in the cool summer air, and just observed the world.
Интересный факт, что он, оказывается, был масоном. Это район, ну, по карте, его нет, чтобы он скончался еще в 60-х годах.
When you travel alone, a shift happens. Because you are not constantly talking to a companion, your phone stays in your pocket. The digital noise fades away. For the first time in years, I wasn't consuming other people's thoughts, timelines, or opinions on social media. I was just consuming life. I realized that enjoying your own company isn't a consolation prize, it's a superpower. What I didn't expect from traveling alone was how much it actually opens you up to the world. When you are by yourself, you become approachable. I found myself having the most beautiful, spontaneous conversations with locals, while I'm enjoying 5 o'clock tea or my dinner. After London, I traveled north to Newcastle, the city where I spent my master's years. While the entire trip I was by myself, I kept sharing my thoughts with my phone. Those raw video notes helped me fill the gap of a missing companion, letting me share my impressions with myself in real time. Returning to Newcastle felt different because this city is truly my happy place. There are very few places on this planet that can completely shift my mood and anchor me the way this city does. Walking across the Millennium Bridge again, I felt an instant wave of inspiration. This wasn't just a geographical journey, it was a time travel journey. I did my master's degree in human resources here back in 2016. Standing on those streets, I was hit by this overwhelming sense of gratitude and honestly a bit of disbelief. I looked at the girl I was a decade ago. The girl who was selected from thousands of applicants for a scholarship to come to study here. She was so full of student anxieties and dreams, completely unaware of what her 30s would actually look like. Being there alone allowed me to reconnect the dots of my life. From Central Asia to Newcastle, and now living in Berlin, it made me realize how much I had survived, how much I had grown, and how many times I had successfully redefined myself before.
Наверное, многие кто смотрел. Я просто любуюсь видом из
It
туалета.
was during those quiet walks,
Пью
with the
кофе.
cool UK air on my face, that the clarity hit me. When you strip away the daily routine, the expectations of your environment, and the endless
Я просто
scroll of
любуюсь
social
видом.
media, what is left is you.
Пью кофе.
In that silence, I clearly defined what inspires me. I figure out where my true passion lies. I realized I wanted to create a space to talk about life transitions, about the beauty of starting over in your 30s, about living between the cultures. The trip was the exact moment Level Up with Sultanat was born in my mind. I needed to get lonely to find my voice. My challenge to you this week isn't necessarily to book an international flight, but it's to dare to be alone with yourself. Whether it's a day of digital silence, the powerful practice that I talked about a few weeks ago, or a solo walk in a museum, or a trip to a city you've never seen by yourself. The idea is don't fear the silence, don't fear the loneliness, because it can happen that on the other side of that fear, you find your clarity that you need to level up your life. And if you are new here, please subscribe, and I'll see you in the next video. Bye!